Well, hello everyone. My name is Catherine, and I've been part of Purium for close to 5 years now, and it's been an incredible journey, both on the health side and the financial side. And today we're here to talk to you about the whole life transformation that Purium offers. It's health and wealth. So you're going to learn about Purium, a company of over 20 years. Um, and it's over 20 years who the founders are and why it's the best nutrition solution for the health problem in our country. And you'll hear from firsthand from Purium brand partners whose lives have been completely transformed by this business. Most importantly, I can't say that word right now. Um, Most importantly, you'll learn how easy it is to start your own transformation for your health and financial freedom. We all know someone who has been, who either has been or has cancer or diabetes, heart disease, and or many other lifestyle diseases. Now more than ever, there's awareness of the big problem today and the state of our food in this country. Our bodies are constantly being bombarded with toxins. One source of toxins are ultra processed frankenfoods. Why are these people, why are people eating these foods? Because of a busy lifestyles. Um, Enabling poor food choices, which in turn results in lack of sleep, low energy, and brain fog, digestive issues, and even worse, these foods and even many nutritional supplements are laden with chemicals, sugar, inflammatory oils, artificial dyes, artificial sweeteners, pesticides, and glyphosate. And they're linked to a lifestyle diseases like diabetes, leaky gut, cardiovascular disease, and cancer. Glyphosate, the toxic chemical in Roundup, weed killer, is found in many of these foods. And they're found in many of these foods, and and some might even they might consider these foods healthy, but glyphosate is a mineral descaler patented as an antibiotic, insidious, virtually impossible to avoid, toxic and disruptive to the gut microbiome, and has been linked to leaky gut, autoimmune disease, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and many other cancers. Why is it important to have a healthy gut microbiome? Because 70% of our immune system is in the gut. And 90 to 95% of serotonin, the feel-good hormone, is made in the gut. Poor gut health can be related to low mood, anxiety, and depression. If your gut is compromised, for example, from leaky gut, you can't absorb nutrients. The Purium lifestyle, the ultimate lifestyle transformation, is the real food solution. It is convenient, even for the busiest of lifestyles. This simple to follow 90-day program includes that contain sorry this this simple to follow 90-day program that it includes contains a component that is proven in a human study to remove glyphosate. A It's a delicious organic superfood shake that is nutrient dense and satisfying, has high quality 10 tablets equal to the protein synthesis of 12.5 ounces of steak. It has a parasite cleanse, natural sleep support. This is why so many people feel so good when they're on this program because their cells are being fed with nourished while they're being nourished and while gently detoxing at the same time. There's no shortage of people who need to lose weight, gain energy, improve their digestion, sleep better, and lift brain fog. So the ultimate lifestyle transformation checks all of these boxes. And the Purium lifestyle transformation has transformed thousands of people's lives. Here you'll just see a handful of testimonials we have that we have.
Unmuting yourself is always better. So, okay, let's talk about who is behind this company and these high quality products. Okay, we have over here, we have Amy Venner and we have Dave Sandoval. So, if we can move on to the next slide, we'll see Amy. Amy is the CEO, co-founder, and co-owner of Purium. She's a mom of two girls, and she's had this incredible personal health journey that helped her see the importance of real nutrition and that is convenient, that is accessible, and affordable. And then we have our formulator, who's Dave Sandoval. He was mentored by giants in the holistic health world, like Ann Wigmore and Dr. Bernard Jensen. So, a personal experience of losing a loved one to lifestyle disease is really what inspired Dave to get on this mission. Dave and Amy's high integrity is infused into the mission of the company and reflected in so many ways. So, the first thing is they are the manufacturer. So, if you look, when the Zoom is over, go pick up a bottle of supplements, and most likely it's going to say manufactured for. But if you look at our products, you will see manufactured by. And that's a really, really big difference to pay attention to, because by being the manufacturer, they have control over every aspect of what goes into making these products. So just to give you an example, here you'll see a photo of the trucks at the facility. And so when the truck brings the ingredients, the truck is inspected. And if they see mold or bugs or whatever, something that shouldn't be there, well, they can reject it. But if they weren't the manufacturers of these products, they wouldn't be able to do that. So this is a picture of the whole team at the manufacturing facilities. I'm really happy I got to be there myself. And so what happens is when a brand partner gets to the rank of diamond, they earn a trip to go get a tour of the facility. And it's just absolutely fascinating to actually be there. We've all witnessed it, and it was such an exciting moment to see the products being made and to learn about the processes of these foods. So, what makes us really different than any other health food company or superfood company is obviously we're good for the body, but we're certified organic. We have a proven glyphosate solution, which is huge. We're the only company to have that. We have no binders, fillers, never anything artificial. That's what I love about it. We really work with real organic food. It's convenient, it's affordable, and we have in-house and third-party testing. I'm still sharing this one, right? So, right? Okay. So the company has taken the initiative to transition to plastic-free,
Oh,
biodegradable.
sorry.
That was you.
Melinda's going to transition into this one.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
Sorry, I
Sorry,
couldn't
I was on mute.
unmute.
I actually started talking, but I was on mute. Thank
I
you.
know, and I was on mute too.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Yes, so I'll jump right in. Another thing that really makes this company unique is that they have taken the initiative to transition to plastic-free, biodegradable, compostable packaging, all but one product. So you'll see here this study that was done, and this study shares that there has been found to be about a teaspoon of microplastics in people's brains. So by transitioning to plastic-free, Purium has saved over 300,000 pounds of plastic from going into the environment. So that's a huge accomplishment. So why now? Why is now the right time to partner with Purium? Well, people are prioritizing their health really more than ever. There's so much buzz in the news, in the media about health. And you can create an income to offset inflation. So, all from your home, from your phone, really anywhere you want to create this. You can build a plan B before you even ever need a plan B. So, you can diversify your income and you don't have to rely on one source. That is very powerful to give us that empowerment. You're able to share powerful result driven nutrition with people that continue to reorder every month. And you can align with a company that is trusted. It has a 20 plus year record and proven stability and leadership. So when you search for recession proof business categories, health and food are consistently at the top of the list. And so Purium is really the perfect marriage of both. It offers the powerful opportunity in wellness and nutrition that thrives really in any economy. And this business it's a business model that offers residual income that you can leverage. So most people trade time for money, but the problem with that is that time is limited. So with Purium, you're able to build um, an income while creating more time. And how? With leverage. So here's an illustration. Let's say that you put 10 hours of work into your week to grow your business. Now, imagine if you find 5 friends that do the same. They each invest 10 hours of work in the week. Together, that's 60 hours of effort happening every week. But guess what? You're still only putting in 10 hours a week. That is the power of leverage. You can earn beyond just your own time. So now we're going to hear from some friends who've done exactly that. And we're going to bust some common myths while we're at it. So one of the myths is that only people who get in at the beginning can succeed. You have to get in at the ground floor. Well, this company's been around 21 years. No one here, well, except for one, but none of these next 2 speakers, including myself, has been in from the beginning. So again, my name is Melinda, and I'm going to share a little bit about my story. I was introduced to this company 5 years ago. It started with a health journey. I was 39 the first time I got pregnant, and I did not have access to these organic superfoods. And man, let me tell you, I experienced the type of exhaustion that is not, nobody even warned me of this. And so I had my second baby, I was older. I was 43 years old, but I also had at that point a toddler. So I should have been more tired. And so what was really transformative for me is that I started consuming these superfoods postpartum, and I had a completely different postpartum experience. I was actually thriving. I felt more energized than even before my first child. So the only thing that was different is that I started incorporating 2 shakes a day. And so on a personal level, these superfoods transformed my life. Then I took it to the next level. I began sharing with people. And so when I started sharing my results with people and having the ability to upgrade other people's health and get compensated for it, as a special education teacher, it's no secret, teachers do not get paid very much. I typically get about anywhere between a 1.5 to 2.5% raise a year, being 26 years in as a teacher, as a public school teacher. And so being able to grow this business on the side has been so empowering because I'm allowed to give myself a bonus every single month. And that bonus has no limit. It has no cap when I'm able to put in. And what's beautiful about this business, I fit little pockets of time with my work into my busy schedule as a working mom. So that's been my experience. Next, we'll hear from Catherine.
Hi, everyone. My name's Catherine Brown, and my story is about someone who, well, I can say that I was at a place of my mental health had really suffered. I worked in the corporate world for the federal government of Canada for 20 years, and 13 of those years I was bullied, harassed, and discriminated against. And in 2020, I was ready to end my life. And I surrendered my life to God in that moment. And I was open to what He wanted for my life. And He led me to Purium. I had always watched my friends Allison and Jared. I'd always see them online, but I didn't really connect to what it was that they were doing until God really opened my eyes to what they were doing. So I signed up. I knew I needed something. I always thought I was healthy. I always thought I was doing healthy things, But that day that my transformation kit came in the mail and I had my first shake, I felt that in my body, and I was like, I was snacking and eating sweets and everything up until that point. And that moment, it was just like, it was like, wow, my body had been missing this nutrients, and I felt it. And so I went on my own transformational journey with my mental health and everything, and it just really, really allowed me to see food in a different way, but also nourish my body and detox. Mentally, I was detoxing as well. And in 2022, I decided to leave my government job, and I went into sharing this opportunity full time. I did not know exactly what I was doing because, leaving the comfort of a paycheck that you get every 2 weeks and having like medical and all these things, all the things that the corporate world gives you, but it's still trading time for money. I was still doing that. And I decided in November 2022 to leave my government job and go full into to with Purium. And ever since then, I've been able to travel. I've been able to meet some of these lovely people that are on this call today. I've been able to meet them in person. We've been able to travel and meet up together and share our experiences and just our passion for what we're up to, because this is something that not only is it something that I believe everyone needs, it also is a solution to many of the problems that are out there. So I just wanted, that's just a little bit of my story, and I'm just super grateful for what Purium has 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 basically gifted me. It's a beautiful gift. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Catherine. Powerful story. Okay, let's debunk another myth. Myth number two. Here we go. I am not a health expert, so I can't do this. So here's the truth. You don't have to be. You just have to be coachable. You have to be able to follow our simple, proven system. And so let's hear from another friend, Kiev.
Hi. So my story started in 2019, actually. It's when I was first introduced to these superfoods. When I was first introduced to them, I thought nothing of it. It came in powdered form, and so I was very reluctant to that until my friend made me read the ingredients. And when I read the ingredients, I was like, okay, this is something different than anything I've ever seen before. And what she didn't know at the time is that I had a toddler. I already had two businesses that I was running, so I was very much on the go, and I was exhausted. And I didn't think that was a normal thing for me. People kept telling me, well, you have two businesses and you have a toddler, it's normal. But I knew inside it wasn't a normal thing for me. And so I just wanted to encourage her. I saw the ingredients and I was like, great, let me support her. Let me try these superfoods. And so I bought them and they sat in a box for about 2 weeks before I even opened the box. And then I thought, well, I have all these products, I might as well try. And when I tried, within 2 weeks, I had more energy. One day I woke up, I hadn't had a coffee in 4 days, which was unheard of for me. I was a girl who was drinking 5 to 10 coffees a day. And on the day that I would maybe forget to have a coffee, I would get a migraine because I was so severely addicted. And so what I would do is I would drink the green juice first and I would have my coffee after. But one day I woke up and I was like, I haven't had a coffee in 4 days. Well, I'm really happy to tell you I haven't had a coffee in 6 years now without the migraine. And so I was feeling energized. I was sleeping better. I was fully nourished. And that's what really happened is that, you can eat healthy. I was very healthy, and had started that journey many, many years before that. But just covering the baseline for me was super important and doing it in a fast and easy way because I was so busy. A lot of people think they can't do this because they're too busy. Well, actually, if you're too busy, this is the way to do it. This is the most convenient fast food there is. And so I did that and I started sharing with friends and family. And then in February 2020 is when I decided to do the business. I decided to do the business because I had always been self-employed. I ran my business, but I wanted to have even more freedom than what I already had. And I wanted to share a product that I already loved, that I was already sharing. And I was like, I can get compensated for this. Fast forward 2 years later to February 2022, I hit the rank of diamond. And when you hit the rank of diamond, well, you know what happened? My mortgage has been paid for by Purium for the past 3 years. How incredible to have your rent or your mortgage paid for. Or maybe it's something else. Maybe it's a car payment, a phone payment, your grocery bill. And it is amazing to be able to do that from anywhere in the world, as long as I have a phone and Wi-Fi, and I get to connect with all these beautiful ladies and men. We have the men of Purium as well. So I'm just incredibly grateful for this opportunity that I said yes to, because at the end of the day, it is a decision that we make. And so I'm so grateful for that. You're on mute, Melinda.
Thank you. Thank you, Kim. Beautiful, powerful story. Next, we'll be hearing from Jane.
Well, thank you so much for having me on. And indeed, the testimonies are amazing. And I'm just so thankful to be a part of this company, part of this mission, part of this team. Our stories are a little bit different. My husband joined the company first back in 2004. So it has been over 20 years since we've joined. And it had changed the trajectory of our lives over everything. Our entire lives had been transformed. And to debunk the myth that about health expert, I have no background in health. I have no background in holistic health. I'm not a health coach or counselor or anything. I'm just a health enthusiast. And I joined this business knowing with my husband. Later on, I joined his mission, and I just absolutely loved the products, how they made me feel, how they made other people feel, the testimonies that I've heard of people's health transformed, wealth transformed. It just has been amazing for the past to be for over 2 decades to align myself with this mission has been just unbelievable. The financial freedom that I have gotten from this, I was able to homeschool my son. I was able to take on projects and hobbies that I never thought I'm going to have time. I come from fashion design background. I worked in the corporate America back in New York, working some crazy hours, never seeing my family, being very much underpaid for the hours that I was putting in. And so to be blessed really by this opportunity has been amazing. And I also want to debunk the first myth about, yes, I did join in the very beginning. Yes, I've been here for 21 years, but we have people on my team who have outranked us, who are making more money than even Joel and I. So that's just to show you that no matter when, and they started later, they started like years later after us. So that's just to show you that anybody can succeed. Anybody who joins this mission at any time can do really amazing. And as you can see by these testimonies, transformative, life-changing income with this amazing organic superfood. So I'm very thankful. All right. Yeah. So since we're talking about this, let's just jump right in with how do we actually make money with Purium? Well, first of all, the compensation plan is extremely generous because Amy and Dave are mission-driven people. They want to get these superfoods to as many people as possible. So they want to reward us in a very generous way. So within the first 10 days, you start with the transformation. Your first month on a 90-day is an investment of $385. What if I told you you can get this money back within the first 10 days in the business? All you have to do is just enroll 2 customers and a brand partner, 3 people with the ultimate lifestyle transformation program. And when you do that, the commissions and the bonuses that you will get from doing that will basically cover your entire first month's enrollment cost. How cool is that? So, and it's exciting. And then you start earning bonuses right away. You have up to $6,500 on the table that you can earn within the first few months. And it's so exciting. It's so motivating to be able to see fast income within the first few months of your business. You can rank up really quickly if you follow a proven system. And it doesn't end there. Then you can and earn matching bonuses. When you enroll people and they start earning bonuses, the fast start bonuses, then the company rewards you for being such an amazing mentor, for being such an amazing guide, and they reward you with the matching bonuses. And those matching bonuses, those could go on forever. There's no time limit to them. And once you get to a higher rank, like a rank of diamond, then you actually start earning the leadership lifestyle bonuses, limitless long-term in earning potential. As you can see, you can earn not just bonuses, but you actually become entering into the profit sharing pools. So if you can tell, there's multiple bonuses, multiple things that are bringing you income into your bank account, basically. So now the limitless long-term earning potential, you can study this out later. You can zoom in to see, but here you can see, like, if I'm a rank of crown, what's the average amount that a person can earn? A rank of diamond, what's the average amount a person can earn? And that's just averages. Honestly, there's limitless potential. People earn CEO money. Really, if you can break down the higher ranks, we're talking about CEO, lawyers, doctors, and CEOs, income potential with this company. And you receive so much mentorship, so much support. Everybody's supporting each other. There is calls from Amy and Dave. There are training calls from the leaders. There's a call almost every single night from Purium itself that are getting recorded, and then you can listen to them later as well. And also your team is going to be doing calls. They're going to be doing mastermind calls. They're going to be doing vision calls. So there's plenty of mentorship and support. You do not ever feel like you're doing this by yourself. So how do you get started? Well, first of all, when you're listening to this recording, touch base with someone who sent this to you. Okay, and then you just basically get your amazing ultimate lifestyle transformation program, and then you get the business pack for free. So the business pack comes completely free with these phenomenal life-changing products. So that's all you need to do. You just get yourself on a 90-day, and then you are covered with the business.
So good. Thank you, everyone that shared. It's so wonderful to hear people's journeys and what, how this business opportunity, not only the health side of it, but the wealth side of it has changed your lives, your family's lives, and is creating a legacy for each one of you. So, does anyone have any questions today? I'd like to open it up to if anyone has any questions. You can raise your Zoom hand so we can see it. And if not, we're always here, so you can always reach back out, like Jane said, to the person that shared this video with you. If you're watching the replay, reach out to the person that shared it with you if you have any questions. And we are a community of people that are really here to support you all. So I just want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to being here. And we look forward to supporting you along your journey to health and wealth. And we will see you next time. Thank you so much for being here, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.